Hi, I'm Brenda, and my work as a holistic healer uniquely prepared me to face the death of my 20-year-old son, Ian. Now, I do not consider myself an expert on grief. However, I do believe and feel that I have a very unique perspective of it because I found myself carrying my grief and moving forward since my son's death in September of 2022 very differently than most grieving people I've observed. I wrote about my story and how my son's death played a huge role. In fact, he was the catalyst for my healing journey. And I'd like to read an excerpt of my chapter around grief. Grief changes you. It changes your DNA. My body grieved the loss of Ian heavily for months. It felt like physical pain, feeling like I had been hit by a freight train. I tried exercise and somatic therapy to help my body feel better. It wasn't until I used my own healing tool of going within and listening to my body that the aches and pains of grief began to recede. My body gave me these messages. I carried Ian in my womb for 9 months. I birthed him into this world. I gave life to him. I love him. I miss him. Once I acknowledged the pain my body was holding, this grief, these aches and pains, the feeling like I had been hit by a freight train receded. I haven't felt aches and pains like that since. I want to talk a little bit about grief first, because what I've come to realize through my journey and grieving the loss of my son is that grief is really more than the death of someone. It can be the death of a dream, whether it's your plans or the plans of your children, not coming to fruition, the loss of an illusion. If you've gone through death or divorce, infertility, custody changes, you might be grieving the loss of an illusion or a dream. What about loss of a career, a job you loved? There's loss of property due to flood, fire, or other destruction. These are all griefs that affect our minds and our bodies. But the unexpected one, the one that surprised me most, was unmet expectations. And in my own grieving process of mourning and grieving the loss of my son, I realized that I have been grieving my whole life because it was a familiar feeling. And I've had to learn to sit with my feelings, allowing myself to feel them and to process them. And as I did so, when I was grieving my son, all the other instances where I felt this came to mind. Through my divorce, through custody changes, through losing jobs, the loss of the illusion of a marriage that fell apart, of family dysfunction that forever changed the dynamics. So many unmet expectations. And as I acknowledged them, recognized them, my body was able to process and let them go. but I had to face it. I had to acknowledge what I was feeling. I had to acknowledge what my body was holding on to. This is the shadow work that's so hard, but it is so, so valuable and important and imperative on a healing journey. Sitting in the muck and mire is not fun, and it's not for the faint of heart. But it's necessary, because sometimes simply that acknowledgement, that sitting in the muck and mire and acknowledging how you're feeling, sometimes that's all your body needs to shift that energy and let it go. So in my humble opinion, acknowledgement is the first step to healing. And the second step is acceptance. Accepting that the title of my chapter in Threshold, Stories of Initiation, is actually called The Courage to Change the Things I Can. Because once we acknowledge where we are, we have to accept where we are. And acceptance includes, I can only change me. We cannot deny or shove down how we're feeling. We cannot sit and say it's too much, because all of that is your mind. My friend, that is your mind trying to keep you safe, trying to keep you protected, but it is also keeping you stuck right where you are, feeling the same way, staying in the same situation, repeating the same words over and over. This is a fear and resistance cycle that you are designed to move through, and you're meant to move through it. And friend, I know it's scary. I know, because I've been there. I've had to do it time and time again. But as I said just a minute ago, this inner work, this shadow work, is so necessary. It's so needed. It's how you raise your frequency. It's how you change your beliefs. It's how you change your mindset. And it's how you move into alignment, becoming and living the person that you were designed to be, and to live the life that you were meant to be, even while you grieve. Because if you've lost someone, you know, just like I do, that grief never leaves you. It never leaves you. It is with you every single day, and sometimes every single moment. So this third step is to learn how to adapt. How to adapt is learning to becoming adjusted to new conditions. No matter what you're grieving, I'm telling you, you're probably having to learn to adjust to new conditions. And you might be asking yourself, what steps do I need to take? How do I move forward from here? And friend, these are great questions. This is a beautiful space to be in, asking yourself these questions, because this gives you the courage to take the brave and courageous action to seek something, that's going to help you, to seek something that's going to provide answers. The healing journey or the grieving journey, to me, they're one and the same now. It requires brave and courageous action to heal, to learn to carry your grief and move forward into a better version of yourself, into a better state of mind, state of being. And that might seem like a far off place for you right now, and maybe it doesn't. Allow yourself the chance to see what might be. So if you're ready to go within and uncover what your body needs you to know today, right now, I want you to get comfy. Grab a blanket. If you want to get cozy, make sure you've got water nearby. and a journal and a pen. I'm going to start the music in a minute, and I'm going to shut off my camera. And I want you to simply listen to the guided meditation. Tune in to your inner guidance system and allow your soul, your truth, speak to you today with what you need to know right now. I'll see you on the other side. So get comfortable and close your eyes. Allowing your breath to be in and out your nose. The edges of your eyes soften. Your jaw is slightly open. And your shoulders drop. Slow and steady breaths in and out your nose. Now with this next breath, silently repeat right on the in-breath and here on the out-breath. Right here. Breathing in right and breathing out here. Fully present and focusing on breathing right here. Now imagine your breath traveling down your body, down through your legs, down to the soles of your feet, and flowing directly into the earth. Your breath is connecting you to the earth's core. Every breath keeps you grounded and connected to the earth. Continuing with slow and steady breaths in and out. And with this next breath, as you breathe in this grounding energy, imagine on your exhale that your breath flows out the top of your head, floating high into the sky, directly connecting you with God, Source, Universe, whichever one feels right for you. slow and steady breaths. Breathing in grounding energy and breathing out, keeping you connected to Source. Notice if you need to shift or move. Getting even more comfortable right where you are. Breathing in the grounding energy and breathing out, keeping you connected to Source. Feeling safe, protected. Now softly turn your attention to your heart, which is the connection to your body, your mind, body, soul system. You are fully grounded to earth, fully connected to Source, fully supported to go within. Allow yourself to sink into that support. You may be going through a lot right now. It may be hard and painful. The way forward may not seem clear. This may feel like one of your deepest, darkest challenges. And yet, you are still here. Choosing to lean in and supporting yourself through it. One moment, one breath at a time. Listening to your truth, choosing to lean in, embracing where you are right in this moment. Now taking a longer, slower, deep breath in. Silently ask yourself, what do I need to acknowledge? No judgment, no attachment, just awareness. What do I need to acknowledge? And staying still, focused on your heart space. This time, silently ask, what do I need to accept? Again, no attachment, no judgment, just awareness. What do I need to accept? Now, this next breath, silently repeat the word being on the in-breath and the words with this on the out-breath. Being with this. Breathing and being, and breathing out with this. Continuing with slow and steady breaths in and out, staying focused on your heart space. Now ask, how do I adapt to this new awareness? How do I adapt to this new awareness? Listen now from within your heart until my voice returns. So now coming back to your heart, connecting again to this inner strength, your power within. Take one last long, slow, deep breath in, listening for any last bits of guidance or insight. And with this next breath, breathe in the word integrating and breathe out the word this. Integrating this. Breathing and integrating and breathing out this. Allow the energy of awareness to travel up into your body with your breath, pulling up the grounding energy from the earth as you wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, rub your hands on your thighs as the energy of awareness travels higher up into your body, bringing more and more awareness into each moment. Open and close your hands. Becoming even more grounded and present in your surroundings. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Grab your journal and write what you are more aware of. Welcome back. I hope that you take a few more minutes to continue your journaling and writing down all that came to you. Allow it to pour out of your soul and onto paper. This is its own form of healing and shifting of energy. It's one way to help raise your vibration and your frequency and to heal. Would you like more experiences like this of learning how to move through and adapt to the new circumstances and conditions that you find yourself in? If so, please, I invite you to reach out to me. I would love to support you and help you learn to move through life, carrying your grief as you choose to lean in and embrace where you are. Until next time, blessings.